Hello and welcome back to another video. Today we're doing something a little bit different. We're delving in to Champions League fantasy football. Now today I'm going to be showing off my wildcard for game week 2. I'm not going to claim to be a Champions League expert. I'm just in it for the ride, in it for a bit of fun. If you also want to be in it for the ride, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and well, let's get straight into it. So, in order to wildcard, we've got to first take a look at the team that needs wildcarding. As I said, I'm not going to claim to be an expert on Champions League football or the fantasy side of things either. As you can see in my research, probably wasn't completely up to scratch, as the likes of Alphonso Davies and Hakimi didn't even start for their respective teams, Inter Milan and Bayern Munich. Well, up front we had Lewandowski and Haaland on the captaincy as well. He did okay, he grabbed the goal, 12 points, that's all I'm really expecting. Just a nice bit of contribution from the captain. Those two up front I do actually very much like, and I think I will be keeping. In the midfield we had Di Maria, Delaney and Jorginho. The reason I had Delaney and Jorginho is because of the way you can sub people around. I thought, you know what, I'll maybe take a bit of a hit than getting a premium option in order to get two kind of cheaper ones, and then the defence obviously. I mean, apart from Davies and Hakimi, which are just big mistakes, Kimmich, Chilwell, Szczesny have actually done very, very well, and Adrian kept a clean sheet on the bench as well. Christian Eriksen I didn't put in there. I put him in there first because I wanted a part of that Inter Milan attack. I was also thinking about Lukaku as well. He's 11 million, maybe a bit expensive, but he did score a brace on that first day. Eriksen I put in there. Then I saw some news that he may not be starting, so I benched him. Rodriguez was just a 4.5 filler, and Tyler Adams for 5 mil. I thought, you know, potentially I've seen stuff that he's been starting for Leipzig, but that did not happen. So this is the team that needs wildcarding. Obviously a few fires there with Alphonso Davies and Hakimi, and the midfield as well, Delaney and Jorginho, just a little bit too weak for my liking. So getting straight into the wildcard team for game week 2, an early wildcard we have here. We have Erling Haaland, Lewandowski and Morata up front. Morata for Juventus, scoring a brace in the first game, and has actually been starting for Juventus and playing very, very well for them. He has Barcelona next, but I think he can bag some goals, and I think he's a very, very good option for 9 million considering the goals he's been scoring. And obviously we keep Haaland and Lewandowski. I think those two guys are going to be in there for most of the journey for me. As well, you've also got to be kind of thinking about the players who are going to stay in the Champions League long term. I think all three of those guys will definitely be there. In the midfield, we've skimped out a little bit more. We've only got two sort of main playing up midfielders. Di Maria is in there as per the last game week, just because I wanted some kind of PSG asset, but didn't want to spend the kind of premium that Neymar and Mbappe are worth. And then Fati there for Barcelona, 8 million for him. I think he's a good option, even though he may be benched a couple of games. I mean, he's a young superstar. Even if he is benched, we've seen him come off and score and get assists as well. So I think he's a great option to have as well in there. And sort of for Barcelona right now, other than Messi, they don't really have too much attacking threat. I mean, Antoine Griezmann's there as well, but they're struggling right now. I mean, they did win their first game 5-1, but that was also partially due to this guy, Ansu Fati, so I think he's a great option. Now you can see here that I'm going big on the defence. I think with the balls recovered point scoring system in this, defenders actually do very, very well. They can easily get the same points or an assist worth of points from just balls recovered. Top that off with a clean sheet, and you're looking at sort of 9-10 point weeks or 9-10 pointers for defenders if they get a clean sheet each week. Diego Carlos did exactly that against Chelsea. 9 balls recovered, 3 points for that, and a clean sheet. Very, very tidy. Then we have Felipe in there for Atletico. Atletico tend to be a very, very strong defensive side. That's why he's in there, and for 4.5 mil, a great option. I've kept with 2 Bayern Munich options. Kimmich obviously is going to be in there for me, taking free kicks, corners, can easily score, can easily bag assists. For me, he has to be in there. And Ben Chilwell as well, with Chelsea having some very nice fixtures, and he's the same on corners, free kicks. He's going to get plenty of assists, could even bag a goal, and also a fair amount of clean sheets as well. We have Adrian in there. He may be one that I take out because Alisson is back and very likely to play in the Champions League as well. And then topping us off with the bench, Wojciech Szczesny fills the other goalkeeper spot, who I most likely will be keeping. Juventus seemingly have a very, very solid defence. I could go with someone else. I could even double up on Sevilla in terms of they look very, very good defensively, and that could also give me another 0.5 mil in order to put into another position. But yeah, there are other midfielders. We have Barrios, Doku and Catelleri. I've definitely butchered all three of those. Maybe not Doku. I mean, I probably have, but there you are. Barrios picking up plenty of ball recovered points, so he ended up with 5 points last week. And Catelleri, we're going to go with. We're going to roll with that. Ended up scoring for Club Brugge, so he looks like a decent little option, or at least a starting option at 4.5 mil. But yeah, this is the wild card that I've made for Game Week 2 after a little bit of a mare of a first week. Let me know in the comments down below how you guys did in your first week. I'll be continuing on the Fantasy Champions League journey throughout this season. Stick along for the ride. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and I'll catch you around for some more Champions League fantasy in a bit.